So it's time for part 2 of my local eBay haul, and this is the console that I actually bought the whole lot of stuff for. It's nothing amazing, it's just something I'm happy to get that basically completes my kind of collection of all of the mainstream consoles, and it is the great big fucking beast that is the Xbox. Fucking massive thing. So yeah, not the first time I've owned the original Xbox. I had one that I bought New Year's Eve one year. It was when the GTA double pack came out, so I bought an Xbox from Game, and it came with like Time Splitters 2, some Crash Bandicoot game, and Halo and Midtown Madness 3. I think that might have been it. But yeah, got it, you know, and then eventually down the line I modded it, fitted a I think it was an Executioner chip, and yep, had the switches on so you could change the modes, and you know, it had a few different BIOSes on it so you could run different operating systems and all that. You know, and I fitted like a 40 gig hard disk to it, which was quite big at the time. So yeah, kind of gutted that I don't have that anymore. There's a story behind what happened to that console, but I won't bore you with the details. I basically gave it to my brother and then it kind of disappeared. So it comes there with the AV cable and the power cable, as you can see, and down here we've got a big bag, and if I just pull these out, a couple of controllers here, but they might kind of look official from a distance, but make no mistake, goddamn camera, made in China. Yeah, don't feel like the worst controllers, to be honest. They feel like pretty decent quality controllers as far as China goes. So what I'll do now is I'll show you the games that I already had for the Xbox, which kind of explains why I have been after one for a while. So here they are. As you can see, literally been collecting dust. First game, Halo Combat Evolved, got that for free, but yeah, we all know Halo. Yeah, I wanted to play Fable, so I bought this for about just over a year ago at Christmas, with the intention of playing that. But then found out that the 4GB Xbox 360 doesn't support playing original Xbox games, so yeah, I didn't want to pay for a fucking hard disk for it when you can get the fucking original console cheaper than the bloody hard disk. Another game I got for free, Project Gotham Racing, we all kind of know that. Here's another one. Yeah, not much to say about that. It's got Martin O'Neill on it. And this was the console originally, the game that I originally wanted the console to play, Shenmue 2. People say it is compatible with the Xbox 360 if you've got the hard disk, but Shenmue 2 is not really the kind of game where you want to be playing it and not be 100% sure that you can actually finish the game and it's not going to crash or whatever. So they're the games that I already had, and the main reason for wanting the Xbox was to play Shenmue 2. So I'll just put these out of the way on top of the Dreamcast over there, and I'll go through the games that this haul has in it. And the first one is Atari Anthology. It's got a, you know, like 2600 games on there and a few arcade games and stuff. Splinter Cell, had this when I had Xbox first time around. Not really much to say about that. Probably just got stuck on it back in the day. Taito, however you want to say it, Legends. It's got Operation Wolf on there. Remember that from arcades back in the day. Space Invaders, blah 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 blah. Yeah, Tube It, Bubble Bobble, good stuff. And next, Project Gotham Racing. Like I say, I've already got that, but this is the classics version for all you anal people out there, you anal probers. Taz Wanted, don't know much about that. Can't imagine it's going to be as good as the Mega Drive Taz games. Shadow the Hedgehog, game I recently picked up for the PS2, so I did a video on that. 007 Nightfire, looks like a first person shooter, obviously GoldenEye clone, it goes without saying. And we have Outrun 2. This is an awesome game. I also had the PSP version, which was pretty cool, so can't wait to put that on and have a go. Sensible Soccer 2006. I may have played a pirate copy of this when I had my modded Xbox, and it was probably shit. Prince of Persia, Warrior Within. Not much to say about these games. I've played a couple of them on the current gen consoles, pretty decent games. Star Wars, Lego Star Wars 2. I think I played the first game, again probably illegal pirate copy, and you couldn't kind of die in it, if I remember correctly, which was a bit, you know, what's the point in playing a game you can't die in. Star Wars Republic Commando, people get fucking wet pussies over this game. I don't really see why, to be honest. I don't think it's that amazing. I've got the PC version somewhere in the Star Wars collection. Should probably sell that game really. Need for Speed Hop Shoot 2. I think I had this when I had my Xbox first time round. I think the first game came out on like the PS1. So yeah. Now here's an interesting thing here. We have one of the most common Xbox games again, Halo. But on the other side we have Stubbs the Zombie, which is a kind of not the most common game, let's say. The disc is pretty scratched, but the guy told me that they do all work, so yeah, that game's kind of cool. If you look at gameplay footage of it and stuff on YouTube, it's just fucking, game looks ridiculous. So if I grab some more games, whoa, hitting the camera on the desk and shit there. And one of the bloody most common games for the PS2 and Xbox, Driver 3. Yeah, that must be the 5th different copy at least of that game that I've owned. I've probably actually got 2 copies of it for the PS2 still or something, I don't know. Halo 2, one of the least memorable Halo games for me. I'm not a fan of the series at all. I think they're overrated. I couldn't give a shit about the fucking story. The enemies piss me off. The enemies are fucking gay as fuck. Stupid little fucking thing game. Running around screen. You know what I mean? Fuck off. Splinter Cell Chaos Theory. I don't know much about this. They're all just fucking. They're all the same Splinter Cell games. Wow, look. So it's got a fucking price on it of 20 pence. I don't know if you can see that. It says there, look, 20 pence. What an awesome game that must be. Splinter Cell Pandora tomorrow. Yeah, whatever. Breakdown. This looks like a kind of I've seen a review of this. It's like a first person shooter but with like melee combat as well, so looks cool, but I'm undecided on that one. Spy vs Spy, don't know anything about this. I just assume it's a horrible remake of an old game, but I've never played the original. Another copy of Fable, and finally, last but or actually probably least, is WWE Raw. Why do they have these? Why is the logo? It's like WWE, but it's just a WW. Why? Why not put the E in? Yeah, I know it's not WWF anymore, but so yeah, that's my haul of Xbox games, and there's a console again down there, and yeah, all of this stuff along with the Mega Drive stuff in my previous video cost me £55. So yeah, I mean, if you take out, for example, the Xbox, you've got Stubbs the Zombie, that's worth £10 on its own, and Moonwalker, that's worth at least £10, if not, you know, upwards. So if you basically knock them two games off, you're looking at 35 quid. A Mega Drive is worth 15 quid. Controllers, couple of quid each. So as you can see, quickly it's getting towards a point where I'm basically getting an Xbox and a bunch of games plus some games from my Mega Drive collection pretty much for free. So as you can see, that's why I had to grab the deal while I could. So originally the guy wanted 60 quid, but I haggled him down to 55. But you know, it'd have still been a top deal for 60, because yeah, just the Xbox stuff alone, I priced it all up separately, and lower estimate I got 93 quid, and that's without, you know, adding the Mega Drive stuff on top. So you're probably talking more like 150 quid's worth of stuff for 55 quid. So overall, very happy, and thanks for watching, and all of that shit. Alright.